broadcasting from Mabula, Kuwait. This is the Me and Larry reality video show. And this is LTL here. I am doing a War on Debt in America series. War on Debt. That's D-E-B-T. Debt. Those that the loans or the credit cards that people be having, and then you forget to pay the bills. It builds up your car payments, everything, because of the situation of job losses. So that's why LTL is doing his series on LTL, War on Debts. And the first thing is to stop the scam artists. Those who say we can get you something for a little price or nothing at all is too good to be true. And once you get it, you have to work 3 jobs or you have to work overseas to pay it off. The scam artists in America is #1 in the world. They want you to fail. They want you to pay their interest because they themselves are part of the institutionalism, which Michael Moore may not understand, and I'm explaining it to everybody. I'm going to address it to him, send it to him also. But it's the key thing that I know he had his movie about capitalism. But yes, these scam artists want to have a little capital, but they owe banking institutions. Say, because they are the part of the institution that they had to have a bank to hook up with. And on the side, they need a little interest. So, who is your biggest scams? It could be your credit card people. Yes, they are scam artists, but they're not #1. Ready? Because of what's going on in the job world. Unemployment, in the United States came close to 10%, and it's going to go over 10%. Even though the economy looks good, the gas looks good, and everything else. But how can people work? How can they pay their debts off? See, the #1 scam, because they say they can provide better jobs, is your educational loans, your educational schools. They are the biggest scams in the United States, in the world today, because your ITT, your DeVry, your University of Phoenix, they guarantee all this. They guarantee so they can make their profit a part of the capitalism. And what happened is, when they do it and they get people to get in, as I said in my educational news, they get them in, they graduate, they give them a job, but it's a low-level job because most of them doesn't have the experience. If they did, then the interest would be a little bit lower, but they still got to pay a lot. The thing is, unless you work overseas as a contractor, working in the Middle East, working in Iraq, Afghanistan, Kuwait, Djibouti, East Africa, or Antarctic, you cannot have the money to pay off these, I would call them criminals, these scam artists. It's not that father who scam artist that boy. It's not Enron. Enron, yeah, is the biggest with Frank Lay and them, but it is the educational loans, educational student loans. They are the biggest criminals in the United States and in the world today. I like Chris Rock. Yeah, I said it because here it is. Here's mine. Let me show you. This is the connector agency. The creditor is United Student Aid Incorporated. United Student Aid Incorporated. Even Dave Ramsey would say these are big ripoff, big jokers, criminals. It make you think. I can understand why people do not need no education. Because how you gonna pay after you finish this education? I can understand the job I work with as a contractor with ITT, that most of the people whose work came off of military. They came off of military, they worked in the Army, and then they transferred into contracting. That's because they know they can't get into these schools that you can have the GI Bills, but if you don't, you gotta watch the fine line, the fine print. You'll wind up paying for it. Couple of guys did, and they told their stories. One guy said there was 2 classes that he took, and they told him not to worry about the financial aid, and then he called them back to find out those 2 classes cost over $3,000. That's a big scam. Barack Obama, you gotta listen to this, and I will bring it up later on in my war of deaths. Yeah, I get tongue-tied because I get frustrated about these scam artists, these educational loans. So the bottom line is, you gotta watch out for them. Watch out how they use it. They really use the people who are poor, in the lower class, the socialist people. See, Julio Chavez in Venezuela would not do that. At least the government would train them, teach them, help them. They don't have to pay that much. Matter of fact, nothing at all. You train them, they work. It's just like giving a fish, they eat a day, teach them how to fish. They could eat for a lifetime. So they teach them how to fish. And so that's the bottom line. The United States, they're into so much capitalism that they cannot pay for the institutionalism, because the banking institution is grab most of their share. They can only get a little bit at a time. Michael Moore. So I, in a battle with these scam artists, these educational gnomes, I'll be right back telling about what's going to be the key to tackle them next on the Me and Larry reality video show.